My name is Virya, and my son and I really love tiny homes. And we started looking at them like a year and a half ago, and we were thinking, for one thing, why don't people go a little wider with their tiny homes? Because you get in some and they seem a little bit tight. And so we thought there must be a market out there for some people who would like a little wider home. Mm-hmm. And we're also like the minimalistic, modern, clean lines sort of feel. So we said, hey, let's do it. So we started in the basement going like we would have these meetings and research everything and look at everything possible. And we came up with what we decided we would like. So our main things are spaciousness, like clean lines, a feel like, the feel that you are, expanding in it, which you accomplish by bringing in a lot of light. And also the way you position your windows, it's like everywhere that someone's going to stand or sit, they'll be able to look out. So that takes you out and brings the outside in. Mm-hmm. So that's why we went wide. We're 12 wide. That's the exterior of the SIPs, structurally insulated panels. We went with a company from Fort Collins, so we're from Denver, and actually I think they're the best SIPs company. They have cam locks, and so you don't screw and glue. You screw the bottom onto the plate, but then each panel is cam locked together. Makes a very tight fit. And so our walls are on our value of 42, the ceiling is 54, and so on a hot day, we don't get the radiant heat, we stay cool, and on a cold day, we've been in here where we turn the heater on for like an hour and then turn it off and we're good for the rest till night. It just really maintains cool and hot. So we didn't even design this to have an air conditioner because we didn't think it would need it with cross ventilation, but it's always an option. Our company is Oma Homes. We are based out of Denver.
How long have you been in business?
Well, we've been in business. This is like our first jamboree. We came last year, but we were still like just starting the process of building. This is our model home. We have a website and we have several models that we'll do. This is our mid-size sort of. It's 12 wide by 20. Okay. But the thing about being wide is that, why aren't people doing it? Because to move it is not hard. Mm-hmm. I drive my truck and pull it, and you get a permit. Mm-hmm. In most states it's about $25, $30. Colorado, $30 for 5 days, so I can move it to a show, move it back, and I can pull it I have a 1-ton dually, but a 3/4 ton could probably pull it. Yeah, so we figured this is for semi-permanent dwelling. Mm-hmm. People wouldn't want to move this every 6 months, so that's our customer base. They want to, they might move it 2 or 3 times in their lifetime. So they could hire someone or move it themselves, $30 for a permit and go. It's really pretty easy. And structurally, when we're building deck overs from now on. This was our first one, and the company that we went with, Trailer made custom trailers. They weren't building deck overs at the time, so we decided to build over. And so we used 2x10s and made a system of floor joists because our walls are going to be on the outside. We had to bring the weight in, and so it was. It's really robust system. I kind of overdid the design of the floor, but that's okay. It added some weight, and we won't in the future. But through that floor, we bolted every 2x10 going this way is bolted twice to the framing. Every rib of the framing of the trailer. So we are way anchored to the trailer, and way strong. And then we have the SIP. So we're like a solid home. We've had gone over hills and bumps and swirled back and forth and things. We have sheetrock on the walls. Nothing's cracked. It's amazing. I love SIPs and I love these trailers. So anyway, then in our flooring, we ran our electrical. We have in our shed we have our hot water heater and our gas, our propane. This can be solar. And we made room for the batteries in the shed, and all the lighting and everything we've done here was chosen so it could be off-grid also. Mm-hmm. Okay. We have a propane heater, the standard, Dickinson that a lot of people have. Yeah. It'll blast you out of here, but blast everybody's tiny home. But there aren't any small heaters on the market. This is about as small as you can get. Yeah. So It can be off-grid or on-grid. We actually have room for the fresh tank here, for fresh water tank. But if somebody's not going to be off-grid and they don't want that, then we can alter this, you know. We can move the stairs over, make them wider, make more storage. So we're kind of, this is like for them to get ideas.
Right.
So, and also something that we don't want people to do is get tired of it after 6 months or a year. So, and some people, you know, they really like tiny homes, but they're not really ready to downsize a whole lot. So we want to help them by creating a space that's you know, got a lot of height, and you can feel more spacious in it, and also have all the things that they're used to, like a pretty full-size refrigerator, a shower that's high, a bathtub, you know, a nice range and oven, you know, all the things that, so they don't feel like they're scrimping in their life at all. But this is actually plumb for a washer and dryer in the closet.
Wow.
So washer dryer combo. We have tile in our bathroom. That's another way you make it like a real home.
Yeah.
Tile in the bathroom, that has not cracked or moved or shifted or anything in all this time. So, you know, we're really happy with that. We're happy with it. We want it to feel like a home that you're kind of used to.
Yeah.
We want to have a lot of storage. We want to, you know, just this space above you makes you feel like you can expand.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, my main reason for doing this, you know, I'm a Buddhist nun. I'm not doing it for any money. I'm helping my son. I hope he gets his money back in this business, but basically I don't care. Because he's a lot of fun. We built it together. It was, some days it was really, you know, I'm a little much of a perfectionist, and, you know, I would get on him and I have to work on my patience. I'm a nun. Okay, so it was good practice for me. But we had a lot of fun working together, because he would come up with ideas, I would come up. So he always says this is my design, but no, really, he helped me a lot. We went back and forth on things. So we decided everything about this, we tried to be eco-friendly, you know, and friendly for people and animals. So there's no off-gassing in the SIPs. There's we have denim underneath here.
Okay.
Denim insulation, recycled denim, not just denim pants.
Right.
And bamboo floor.
Is this the bed that pulls in?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
it's actually, yeah, it goes in, like if you want it to be away during the day.
Okay.
So you have more living space, you
Yep.
could have a different chair going on here. And if you want to, you could use it for like a sofa, part way out.
Yeah.
I like to sit on it this way.
Yeah.
Or actually, then you could move that table all the way and it pulls out. And this particular one is a queen size. We can do a king size too, but it pulls out to there, and you still have room, if you're 2 people here, for someone to be up here working, cooking, and then you can get up and get a snack, go to the bathroom, and then when you're done, you know, in the morning, you just, you don't even have to make it probably. Just push it away.
Awesome.
So that's the way to use, we like to use, like thinking about how we can use the space. Like since the SIPs we use are so thick, you end up with ledges, shelving on all your windows, which is great. You know, so we try to, and we have a barn door to save space there on our bathroom.
I think that you offer something really unique with the extra width and also without the loft.
Yes,
So
it's a whole,
appeals to different people.
it's a market. There's a market out there, and you'll see some of the larger companies are starting to go a little wider.
Yeah.
And starting to talk about not having lofts, because there is an older market, older folks market, that don't want to go up ladders or stairs even, and like the bed on the first floor.
Yeah, I think that's really.
So it's an option. I mean, you go in every one of these homes, and there's something wonderful. You know, I love to go in every one of these. They're awesome, and the craftsmanship is so good.
Yeah.
And every home has something to offer, and I know before we built, it was like, oh, you know, and you want to, you know, look at all this stuff. So I really like it when people come and they're just wanting to look, because I say go to every home, write down everything, take pictures, and then decide what you want to do. You know, what we are as a company is really, we want to do custom houses. We want people to choose what they want. One that we're building for now, she wants this model, but she wants a little bit different as far as the finishes. But she, you know, doesn't. But we have so many models. We'd like people to pick and choose the style they want, what works for them. So a lot of our time, like the first 6 weeks, is spent in consultation, which is really fun. You get to do a lot of drawings and talk back and forth until you get something figured out. And people want all, they either want sometimes a shell, sometimes it partially done, bathroom done, So it's really fun to work with people, and I really enjoy it. And as a Buddhist nun, my goal in doing this is that people are going to have more time. They're going to buy this. I mean, I know some people buy it for their second home. That's cool. And there's different reasons why people buy it. But however they buy it, I hope it frees up their life some. I hope that they're not tied to a job as much. I hope that it opens up space, not only in the home, but in their mind, where they can, explore their creativity, maybe their spirituality, maybe community, whatever it is. Live and not just work all the time or be so anxious. I wanted to create a space where people would just chill and feel like, and they just want to live.
Yeah.
So that's my goal for it.
That's awesome.
So, it's a fun atmosphere. It's very nice people.
Yeah.
Tiny home people are extremely nice.
Yeah.
And coming from a Buddhist nun who goes to Buddhist festivals,
right.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
because Buddhist festivals are pretty nice, People are nice there. So it's fun. You just walk around and talk to people all day.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for letting us come in.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great.
If you want to see some of our previous videos, click on the preview tiles. And subscribe if you want to follow our progress. You can also visit our website here.
It's a very fun jamboree. Everybody should be here. Yeah. Nice people. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're all drinking beer. That's why. I don't know. No, I don't drink beer or wine.
It probably doesn't hurt the friendliness of people.
So I think I've seen you guys on YouTube.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.